Now I'm going to show you how to disassemble a slide with a full-length one-piece guide rod in it. And what you'll need is a bushing wrench, a small flathead screwdriver, and a paper clip or some type of bent wire, or a small Allen wrench will work. So the first thing you do, make sure the gun is unloaded, of course. You're going to pull the slide to the rear until the slide stop matches up with the little notch in the slide. There's two notches. There's the slide stop catch notch, and then there's a little bitty divot right next to it that allows the slide stop to come out, and you use your flathead or a punch or something to push the slide stop out. So your slide stop is out. Now when I take the slide off, the recoil spring will not come shooting out because there is a full-length guide rod in this model. If your gun does not have a full-length guide rod, you're going to have to reach around and capture that spring with your hand and then gently ease it out. But since there's a full-length guide rod, the spring stays captured. Now, here's where the paper clip comes in. You're going to push the full-length guide rod out, and this one has a hole in it right here. So I'm going to take that hook, place it in that hole, and ease back. And now I can remove the reverse plug and guide rod assembly all in one. And this little paper clip is what's holding it in place. Now don't take that paper clip out or that spring will come shooting out and break your chandelier. There's a whole lot of gunsmiths with broken light bulbs above their bench because of things like this. So then you can take your bushing wrench, turn your bushing to the right or counterclockwise, and your barrel comes out. This is a ramp barrel, 9mm. So that's all your guide rod, your spring, and your barrel. Most people take it this far and clean it. That's good. However, I like to take it one step further, and it's removing the firing pin, stop, and the extractor. Use your flathead screwdriver for this. And what you're going to do is press your firing pin down, and then while you have the firing pin pressed down, you're going to slide your screwdriver down, and your firing pin stop comes out. Now I've captured the firing pin with my thumb. If you just remove that firing pin stop, this firing pin spring and firing pin will come shooting out. Probably a good idea to wear glasses while you do this. So then you're going to take your extractor. I'm just going to take my screwdriver, slide it up under there and ease it up, and it's going to hit a stop. This is a tuned extractor. And what that means is it's been bent a little bit more, got a little bit more curve in it to hook the shell casing for more positive extraction. Now most production 1911s, this extractor will just pop right out. But since it's got a hook on this end, I'm going to have to take my flathead screwdriver and press the end, press that hook around the slide. It's kind of hard to describe, but when you look down in there you'll see what I'm talking about. So then it pops up just a little bit more, and I can go ahead and work my extractor out. This little hook right here hooks around, gets caught on the slide in there, and that's what you have to press this extractor up and in to remove it. Alright, now we've got it all taken apart and we've cleaned it really good. Now we're going to put it back together. So you're going to take your slide, your barrel, slide it in like so, your bushing wrench, get it pretty close to center. Now if it's not a custom fit bushing, you're probably not going to need a bushing wrench to turn it. You probably just turn it with your fingers. But this is a custom, so it's a nice snug fit. So now we've got our barrel and bushing in. We can take our guide rod assembly, slide it in, and be careful not to knock this pin out or this paper clip, because you will shoot this guide rod or this reverse plug way across the room and probably break a window or something, or kill your cat. So slide that in. Now push forward slightly. Now your thumb is holding all the pressure. You can take out your pin and gently slide it back, and that's your guide rod. Now here's the tricky part. You're going to take your extractor, you're going to put it in, And again, this is a custom fit pistol, so everything's just a little bit snugger, a little bit tighter fitting. So I'm going to put my extractor in there to where it looks like it's going to need to be. And I'll take my firing pin and spring, and this is where you got to have a little bit of coordination. I'm going to use a table here and use my stomach to hold the slide while I press in the firing pin. Now I can take my firing pin stop, slide it in, and slide my firing pin stop in as I am releasing the screwdriver. Make sure it's freed up and nothing obstructing its path. So there's your upper assembly. Simply slides it back onto the gun. You can line up your link in there, put your slide stop, line up this little hole again, and it should pop right in. If it's a custom fit gun, it should pop right in without any trouble. Now you can disassemble and reassemble so you can clean your pistol and keep it running.